think it was during the lockdown, I realized how many people were thirsting and longing for something more real in their life and something to bring joy. So I started developing the Leela Tantra Experience for those people who were at that time at home and they were looking for a routine and a daily routine that bring presence, joy, and in some way inner freedom. Tantra means expansion of consciousness and expansion of energy, and that expansive energy is not locked in a place. We can be in nature, we can be in our office, we can be with our beloveds, we can be alone, and this expansion of both energy and consciousness could happen and is happening. So the Leela Tantra Experience also is an invitation to remind us that we are breathing each moment, we are present each moment. And when we are eating, when we are making love, when we are working, now while I'm talking, this energy, this vibrant energy within is happening.
For me, it brings a lot of elements together that I feel passionate about. Like my background is more in the physiotherapy, in the body work, in the massage. That's where I'm coming from. But then also over the years of living here and facilitating different workshops and festivals and so on, I just love being with people and just to share my wisdom, share my joy, and share. When Ranjana also just said about the joy of being in the moment, the concept also of living orgasmically, where we are really present in what we are doing, not only in the lovemaking, in the meditating, in the eating, if we're going for a walk, now sitting here talking to you, just so for me, the bringing it together, like the being at home in the body and connecting with awareness, connecting with meditation, and with a depth that can also be playful and can also be joyful. Right from the beginning, it flowed very easily between us. And it's beautiful.
No, in my own experience, some of Tantra principles as transform poison into nectar doesn't mean we're avoiding conflict or challenge situation in our life. I think what Tantra provide us or teach us is to embrace this challenge situation in our life with a new vision. Doesn't matter what is going on around us, wars, anxiety. Within is this deep connection with the vast orgasmic sky.
For me, it's very much about being present, being really 100% present in what we do, not being busy with anything that has been or that might come, but really, really tasting the food, really feeling the touch, and really enjoying the connection when we are with another, and really enjoying the silence when we are just with ourselves, So for me, the living orgasmically is really like to really live a juicy life and to live an alive life, to be really, really present with ourselves, with the person or the people that we are with, and with every activity that we are doing, So it's like a taste, it's like a particular flavor, and it doesn't it's not dependent on what we are doing. And for me, that is it's like a thread that goes through all the groups, to really, heighten our senses and to deepen our silence and to really, open ourselves up to connect in a deeper way. So, it is blissful, it is joyful, and it is also like feeling whatever feeling is there in its essence and in its depth.
Embracing life and living orgasmically, we all know that life is unpredictable, while in a sense that of this unpredictability. So for me, embracing life in all its flavors, mean bitter, mean sweetness, mean acid, mean salty. It's a metaphor about challenges. Sometimes we are grieving, sometimes we feel joy, sometimes we feel pleasure, sometimes we are in love with something, someone, in love with the dancing, love with the trees, love with the sunrise or sunset, love with our work. So they are different flavors. And for me, living orgasmically is give ourselves the permission to explore life, make mistake, and in this make mistake, find the transformative energy to go into joy, wisdom, and mature love, like some kind of no teenager love. Is more love as with roots, and from love, super consciousness. So I think that is my vision of embracing life force, love as an state of consciousness, and super consciousness that in Tantra is called Mahamudra, the great gesture with life.
The body for me is such an anchor, and is such a kind of, if I'm present in my body, like I feel so much more present, not only with myself, but also more grounded to the earth. I feel more connected also with, with whatever I'm doing and with the person I am with. So it's really a lot about, it's a lot about breath. It's a lot about kind of becoming more and more also intimate with ourselves, and really coming more and more home and feeling more and more at home in our bodies. And it's not limited to the body, but for me, the body is such an amazing starting point, and also such an amazing kind of coming back to, if the energy or the mind goes somewhere, to just go like, wow, just coming back to my body brings me back into this moment, and then I can start again.
It's a privilege when people trust in you, in me, and open their vulnerability and expose their wounds, their longings, their desires, their lights and shadow, and really see the deep transformation. And many of them have amazing life experience, and I see what prevents them to live their life fully, embracing life totally, is sometimes these emotional wounds. But I think Tantra is a refined path, because I see Tantra as a path of self-realization that includes all these different tools or technique to support us as human beings to embrace our humanity and our being. So that is my deep motivation to do what I'm doing in my life. And I never say enough thank you for these people to trust on me.
Kind of, because it's so beautiful to see the transformation, like I think my big part of my joy in this kind of work is that we are having a big toolbox, and we like ritual, meditation, playfulness, sensuality, and so we're going in and we're going out, and it's like such a rich process. And I love how we are in tune with each other, and how we can flow with the process and respond to the people who are in the room. And yeah, I also find it such a privilege. I really love that it can be joyful, it can be playful, and it can also be really deep and really profound, and that there is different moments in the day, or also in the weekend, or even also in the training, where there is space for all of it. And especially with for those people who are really kind of going with us on the journey and going through the different modules, also the intimacy in the group. You know, everybody is just like bonding so beautifully and giving themselves and each other permission to just really be and really let happen whatever wants to happen. And it's I find very, very touching to just see, like, wow, you know, how much trust there is towards us, but also within, like, how much holding happens just also within the group, and how much friendship is growing, and how much care there is, and how much love. And yeah, it's very beautiful. It's a very, very beautiful journey where I feel like nothing has to happen and everything can happen. Like, to become more sensitive to the energies that is moving in our system, like, you know, really tuning in and becoming more aware, breathing into and becoming more kind of refined to really become aware how energy is moving in our system, and how we can help ourselves and help the energy to move and to become more alive. And that is within ourselves. And then it's also like, because everybody is going on this journey, to kind of first tune in and experience that, and then to feel, wow, and how does the energy actually move between two individuals? And again, what kind of tools can we bring into to refine that and to become more aware of the energy that is moving? So that's one of the first things that come to me, especially in the first module, which is it's a very delicate process, and it can also become a very dynamic process, and is beautiful to see, like when people become more aware and going like, wow, I feel this, I feel that, you know. And it's very rewarding, and it's very exciting, becoming more and more like friendly and friends and intimate with ourselves on that journey, through becoming more accustomed to the energy, to also becoming more and more aware of our bodies, through meditation, through kind of turning inwards. So it's very much to kind of also to really learn about kind of, you know, our inner world and other people's inner world, and then, wow, how can we truly meet? How can we really be so present with ourselves and with the moment and with each other that we can truly meet?
I think for me is to explore Tantra and receive wisdom from this ancestral path that is coming from Tibet, from India, and from different traditions. But it's not an intellectual understanding. It's a very experiential process. So I think I want to emphasize that it's not intellectual, it's not verbal teaching. You are coming to explore Tantra, either if you are single, if you are a with couple, doesn't matter your sexual orientation, because there are some Tantra principles that apply to every human being.
It's almost like a radio frequency or something, where you go like kind of, oh, where was it again? Ah, there it is. And it's like, it's a it's a very unique energy, but that can be applied onto each and every moment with the body and the senses. Again, you know, what a beautiful gift to be able to really more tune into our senses in each moment, and to be more at home in ourselves.
To see the transformation in the participants, the totality, they really get it, what Tantra means in their life, in their daily life. So for me, sometimes I come tears to my eyes to see the beauty, to see the sensitivity of each one of them. And I think work together with Amura also is amazing, because we have fun, we are very professional, we are always we are preparing the Leela Tantra Experience, no, when the workshop is started, no, we work in advance. So I like that, I like this combination, and it's very tantric. The river need banks, so I think we create the banks together, and then during the process we can flow and that is a beautiful reward.
And also we have a beautiful team with us who, you know, like also now are coming again and again, and also with them it's like there is a particular flavor, you know, that I really admire very much. Like they are so on and they are so practical, and at the same time they are so much in the vibe, in the process, in the energy. For me it's very much like a dance, no?
Yeah, and also I see on them in their dedication. Do you know, they wake up very early. We want to go to bed after everybody, because we gathering and we talk, and yeah, is I honor the Kaula staff that support us in this process.
Yeah, the community,
their dedication.
Yeah. Well, when people first join the first module of the Leela Tantra Experience, of course people come with different longings and different wishes, and but I think what we have seen quite a lot is people coming with the wish of more connection with themselves, a deeper connection with themselves, a deeper connection to life, a deeper connection to spirit, and a deeper connection to each other. And I think also because it is a group process, there is of course exercises and moments that everybody is just spending with themselves, and where it is an inner process. And then within the weekend there's always moments again where either the group is meeting as a whole, or where people are meeting either just with one other person, or where they are doing something in a smaller group. So I think that this combination of spending time with oneself, and spending time in smaller groups and spending time in bigger groups, is really tending to different longings and to different ways of connection and exploring connection and deepening connection. See an opening in people over the journey so much, you know. And again, it might sound a bit cliche, but an opening to themselves, and a possible, like a way to be so much more at ease with oneself, and therefore also so much more at ease with others. It's like a kind of almost like a kind of a breathing out, and a kind of a shedding of trying to kind of be a certain way or have a certain image, but really more like a relaxing into the moment, relaxing into ourselves, and therefore being more able to really be present.
I perceive they come with different I wouldn't say expectation, but with different ideas about Tantra, and sometimes with a little fear. And I always honor their courage to come. And then slowly they are starting to realize that they are looking for, and Amura already mentioned this, connection, because a lot of people come to Tantra for safe connection. And I think we provide that safe space. So slowly participants are opening more and more, and through the experience of different aspects and different technique that we use, as massage, as self-inquiry, dancing, meditations, rituals, they are nourished by this Tantra path. And some people come alone, some people come as a couples. We always honor the couple, and step by step, or model by model, they are going deeper and deeper, and unburn some kind of heaviness that we are carrying from our daily life. Anxiety, stress, overthinking, sometimes a lot of judgment, self-judgment in a no nice way, and I see how also participants welcome everybody and they feel acceptance by this kaula. Kaula means group of people in Tantra. And it's beautiful to see that also participants support each other in this journey. So I perceive that. So from the first module and in the last module, when we do a celebration as well, you see the faces. And I will encourage or invite who are listen to this video to check the web page, and you can read testimonials, and also you can watch videos about what participants say about this journey.
And I'm just thinking back now, like when, because so often within the journey of the modules, like I've heard that people saying like to each other, wow, you've changed so much, you know, you look different. And it's almost like there's, and you know, of course I can't kind of promise that, you know, like it goes like for everybody in the same way, but so often like there is more spark in the eyes, there is more color in the face, there is more a kind of a fluidity in the body and in the movement, and more a connection with the earth. And again, for me, it's so much like kind of more energy that was somehow all kind of in different places is kind of brought back home. And maybe energy that was more kind of stuck somewhere in the mind is more coming into the heart, is more coming into the body. And I think often it's also like it's like a permission to feel good, and a permission to experience joy, experience pleasure, to really let ourselves be seen in our beauty, and in our aliveness, and celebrating that. And I think that is very much like which also works in the group process so beautifully, because if you see somebody else kind of, you know, like dancing with joy, or really letting the breath flow and experiencing that, it's like a permission slip for yourself to go like kind of, wow, maybe I can allow myself to, you know, to feel so alive, or to feel so much, to feel.
And a couple share how the Leela Tantra experience support them to communicate better, and it was beautiful. And I have another friend or participant, she came alone, but she is married, and then she shared how her sexual life with her partner was refined, and she brought this kind of presence in their love making. So it's so beautiful to see how these tantra tools they are applying in, that is the idea, in their daily life, everyday tantra. Yeah, exactly.
Rituals are part of the journey, meditation is part of the journey, alone time and time with the whole group is part of the journey. And there is moments that can be very playful, and that can be you know, like a childlike innocence and a playfulness. And then there are moments that are very deep and that are very profound. And again, for me, I love the variety that it is an allowing and like an opening of all kinds of windows and all kinds of doors within ourselves, and you know, within the group. Yeah, one thing that comes up for me when I think of kind of what have people shared, what they have learned, or what has changed for them, how are they feeling differently. One person comes to my mind that I spoke to recently, actually, and he said how much more he feels in balance within kind of his feminine and masculine qualities. That is very much down to the third module, where we are looking at you know, the healthy qualities of feminine and masculine. And it was beautiful to hear that he said he feels so much more connected to both, and he feels so much more connected to his masculine energy, but also to the feminine energy, and that it's easier for him to kind of tap into. And yeah, and again, like I said before, like how much the change is so often really visible in people. And I'm just having like thinking of one of our female participants who did the journey with us and then came back to join the team, and who is now such an amazing support for us. And it's amazing how she has blossomed, how much more aliveness there is, and spark and confidence, and joy, and how much she really enjoys like sharing what she has received on the first kind of way around in the 4 modules, and now how much joy it gives her to support other people in that journey.
So what Tantra means is a Sanskrit word that has different meanings, technique, waves, but I think people understand the better when we say it means expansion of consciousness and expansion of energy. And understand that the energy is not something abstract, it's something that we experience in our daily life, like life force, aliveness. We need energy to wake up, we need energy to work, we need energy to create a painting, we need energy to do things in our daily life and not do as well, relaxation. And consciousness, you can relate with presence. In our first relationship is within and with others. So expansion of consciousness and expansion of energy is the Tantra meaning. And about there are different streams in Tantra, coming from different cultures. For example, Tao Tantra from China, shamanic Tantra from Tibet, also from the Americas, Yoga Tantra from India, Kashmir Tantra from India, and also devotional Tantra from India as well. What we teach is modern Tantra, so it's bring ancestral wisdom to our contemporary daily life. And about a specific Leela Tantra experience, as I mentioned before, is not an intellectual teaching. It's very, the word itself is explained, it's experiential exploration, and allow participants to embrace this wisdom, this Tantra path. Indeed, there are some misunderstood about Tantra, and or misconcept associated with Tantra is equal sex or indulgence, and it's not. Tantra see sexual energy as the life force, as a possibility. This raw energy could be used in many things or in many aspects in our life. If you are an artist, you need this life energy. If you are a chef, you need this life energy. If you want to create family, you need this kind of energy. So it's this life force. What Tantra does is refine this energy. In particular, the Leela Tantra experience is not focused in the sexual aspect. It's more focused in the meditation aspect that Tantra brings, as well with rituals, as well with the connection with the body, and to come back with our what is natural in ourselves. Of course, we talk about sexuality, but I will say sacred sexuality. But the exploration in this journey is through, as I mentioned before, dancing, movements, breathing, connection with nature, art, and through these techniques, we delivered this concept is not a concept, but what Tantra is itself. Is when we say that Tantra refine the raw energy, means we have like we know we have this kind of reptile brain, do you know, and this is mine and I want that, and we honor this passion for life in Tantra, especially if you are young and wild and rebelled. But this is a beautiful pure energy, like a very alive. And when I say refine, is mean this energy is Tantra teach move the Kundalini inwards, Kundalini energy inward and upward. So we have this fire, and the fire is moving upward to the heart. So the heart is warm, and that when we warm our heart, we can create really better connections with no expectation. We are not perfect. We are not looking here for perfection. We accept our friends, our partners, our family, and ourselves with our shadows and with our lights. So that means refine this energy. So with our heart in warm is that, and then this flame is coming to the third eye and to the crown. So this is like a perceived life in multi-dimensional perception, because Tantra is not a flat path. Invite us to see life in many aspects, in multi-directional, north, south, east, west, as above, so below. And of course, connect with this meditation, super consciousness, nirvana, mahamudra, whatever you want to call. But what is the beauty of Tantra brings all the things in our physical body. So it's not something, it's a sacred path in our daily life.
Within that path, which speaks very much to me also, is like that it is strong roots and it is strong wings as well. So we are really, feeling the energy of the earth. We're feeling that we are part of the earth, and this is where we are grounded. And from there, the energy can rise, and from there, the energy can kind of warm us inside and can kind of bring expansion to our heart, and also can move upwards even more, so that we can go in meditation. And we will spend moments where we just allow the raw energy in play and in exploration, and to really kind of become more aware of the energy. And then when it's there, we can go like, okay, what can we do with it now? How can we direct it? And how, like Ranjana just said, how can we refine it? So really the journey is inward and is upward of the energy.
I notice has been a lot of repression about express yourself in and not a lot of not touching. This is another culture that like I'm from Latin America, I'm from Spain, we kiss each other, we dance together, tango, salsa, and here is different. So when we open the door, this energy could be quite intense, but through the Leela Tantra Experience, we provide the environment to make these openings very, very, with a lot of awareness. So it's beautiful. And also the opposite of repression is overdoing, is indulgent. So it's also, if you are coming from this aspect, is find the middle point.
I also feel to say that the journey is with sensitivity, and is with gentleness, and is with time. It's not the kind of a rushed thing, like, we're starting somewhere and there's a goal and this is where we need to be. And it's very much taking all of this out of the process, and just really allowing ourselves the time to move in our own pace and to really feel while we are doing it. So when we're doing an exercise, to really give time for this exercise, to have the experience, and not rush anywhere. And that's what I see in the group room quite a lot. This relaxation of kind of taking all the expectation out of kind of how we think we need to be and what we need to change, because the change is happening by itself. It's more like kind of really allowing ourselves to be, allowing kind of to be in the group and to connect with each other. And the learning is really something that is happening by itself when we are opening ourselves to, of course, also the information and the tools that we are giving. But then it's like it's an alchemy that is happening in the system, and there's no stress involved. People who are joining us don't need to have any experience in Tantra before. I think what people usually come with is a curiosity, is an interest of kind of to become more aware of the energies inside, and to like a curiosity and a willingness to feel and to connect. And people come by themselves. People sometimes come with a friend. Couples come and join us. So it's really it's totally open for everybody, also all ages. It's not just for a particular age group. It's a very wide age group that are joining us, and it's very accessible for everybody who has an interest in connection, in the body, in energy, in meditation.
Some participants come and they already have experience in Tantra from another schools, and they can enrich their Tantra knowledge through this Leela Tantra experience that is quite unique. And everybody's welcome. Doesn't matter your sexual orientation. I think we always give the possibility to do some exercise solo or with a partner, or some exercise with a small group. We also respect each one boundaries, and we are sensitive enough to read that.
When you're coming with your partner, it's a very beautiful journey to embark upon together. And the exercises are designed in a way that you can do all the exercises with your partner together, and deepen the connection, and explore together, and maybe kind of dive into energies that you maybe have experienced a little bit before, but you want to just kind of know more about and go deeper into. Or it can kind of really enrich the connection, really with another to share on a different level.
Give yourself a gift to pause the routine life or the daily life that sometimes these days is so challenged, and come to a place where it's for you to be yourself and discover more and more what you are essence is, and enrich your inner life, but also enrich your friendship with others, with better tools for communication, for vulnerability, for honesty, to also improve your sexual life, bringing more awareness, sensitivity, care about sacred sexuality. And this process is gently, nevertheless very profound, and is a transformation itself to come back to what we are, and maybe checking what is prevent us to be aware of this inner beauty. And if we are aware about our inner beauty, our inner power, our inner vulnerability, we are capable to open this to another human being who is also capable to receive this. because not all of us are open to receive that. But in my experience through this process, many of participants who are coming here, they are ready to there to open this space within and share with others, and to play and have fun and joy and allow yourself to be like not serious, as well.
I very much like when we speak about enriching the life, because I think for me that is one of the kind of main kind of qualities of what this training can bring. It's really an enrichment of how we live our life and how we experience life. And because I think like it makes us more sensitive to everything, to every inner process, to every outer process. And because it is a slow and a gentle process, it is also something where the body mind has time to adjust to this new reality, that it's not just kind of one peak experience and then you walk out of the door and you go like, wow, don't know what hit me. But because it is a slow and deep process, I really feel like the change can happen within the system, and it has time to really deepen and really it's like a slow process that can then also really stay with us. And I love that the enrichment is like in the quiet and in the stillness and in the sensitivity and the gentleness, as well as in the aliveness, and as well as in the laughter and in the play. And that the play can be more fun and can be more light and can be more innocent, and the meditation can be more deep and can be more profound. So I just love that it is an enrichment on so many different levels. For me, the body is again like kind of to come more home within ourselves, and we do a lot of kind of dancing and moving and breathing exercises.
And creativity as well.
Oh yeah, and creativity, art, that it kind of brings more color into so many different aspects.
I think it's important to mention our background. I have a traditional background in psychotherapies and as a psychology, somatic experience, trauma healing, rebirthing, familiar constellation. So I have many tools to hold in a space for participants, because I also work as a psychotherapist, and my experience working with people has been for more than 20 years, and with different cultures, with different idiomas and languages as well.
A big part for me is to living here at Leela since almost 20 years. To hold a space for people in different workshops, in different sessions, in one-to-one work, as well as in kind of smaller groups, bigger groups, is such a training in itself, to be really present with the people who are in the room and to be really aware of the energy in the room, and how to adapt what we are doing to what is going on in the room, and to really have an eye to see like, is everybody on board with us, or does anybody need more support than others? Also, that we have a big team with us. I find that really, really helpful, because it's really clear who of the team is taking care of what, and where they are in the room, and that they can be of support.
I think people who are part of our team, supportive team, have done the Leela Tantra Experience, and even they have been trained in another Tantra school and in another discipline, either massage or psychotherapies, or so they know what they are doing. So the team is, and also we work with a lot of love and dedication and care, because we know how vulnerable participant could be. And also we create a beautiful environment with beautiful decoration, with art, with symbols, with colors, with the music. So it's a sacred environment. It's a sacred place. Before starting, we prepare with a lot of kind the space where to receive our participants. So already before participants arrive, we meditate in this space and we welcome them with some kind of intention, and that is the invisible part. And also the Leela community itself is taking care of us with really delicious food. They clean the toilets. They are so available to support participants as well. So I think it's a combination of different aspects from our experience as our facilitator, our Kaula support, the sacred space that we create, and also the Lila community is in service, and it's really marvelous to come with them. Preparing the sauna for us, the towel for the sauna, the small details that really create a huge difference, a big difference.
Say that on a very practical level, that sharing circles and sharing is always part of the process, which is really important to kind of really hear how is everybody doing, you know, and there is time for question and answers. If something is not clear, please, you know, always bring it to us, and you know, we share our experience. And there's also communication exercises where people can, you know, explore more within themselves and also share with each other about their learnings. So I do feel that there is a lot of holding from the team and from us, and within the process there is space, and there is time, and there is always part of the structure to really express what's going on, and to for us also to get this information, and for everybody to be heard, and to feel heard and feel seen in their process.